This is an update on the Cossack musket I'm working on. It's not so much a Cossack style musket, because they had a little bit different version of this, but this is what usually they're similar to or based off of, which is technically called a Turkish or Ottoman tufek, Tufek. And yeah, it's more of an Ottoman style, and you'll see when it's put together that it's definitely more Ottoman. Like Janissaries would have carried something like this, but it was a matchlock version. But they still used this style of stock with usually a rifled barrel. I have a rifled 45 caliber barrel here. I think it'd be as low as 40. Actually, sorry, as low as 36, and then go all the way up to like 68 caliber. And this is on the shorter end. Well, actually, medium end, because sometimes they'd have really short ones that are almost pistol length barrels. Sometimes they'd have really long ones with like a 5-foot barrel. And this one's about a 40-inch barrel. But yeah, it's definitely more of a Ottoman style. The only reason I call it a Cossack musket is because I've seen so many photos and paintings with Cossacks wielding something like this, or in Albania, areas like that of the world, near the Ottoman Empire, they would have had stuff like this, and traditionally would have been not exactly Cossacks, but definitely looked similar. Different styles of fur hats, traditional clothing, such like that. So technically this is a tufek, but I'm gonna call it a Cossack musket because it's gonna go with my Cossack outfit and other equipment, which I'll be showing when this is done. But I've sanded this down a shitload, and it's silky smooth. It's like paper smooth. It's insanely smooth. I love it, except for like that little bit right there I gotta work on. But I took some like 80 grit at first, and then 120, and then like 200, and I'm at 320 grit sandpaper. And sanded the hell out of it. And it's great. And I'm probably going to be staining it soon. But I have one spot. Also, I got that on. It's almost done. You can kind of see there's like little gaps there I got to fix. Yeah, it's basically just bending that brass to fit it better. And there's the lock. I gotta do a little bit of sanding right here to get these marks off. But the only problem I'm stuck on, basically the stock is done, besides this one part back here. It's kind of chipped and looks like shit. And I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do back here. But I want to keep this bump basically here, or this ridge, this block that comes up, because that's the style I want on this musket. But I'm gonna have to compromise and get rid of a little bit of material in there to make it smoother than this chipped crap here. I basically left this section alone because I don't know what to do. I don't want to start going at it and then be like, no, I don't want to do this design on this area of this gun and change it, and it's already too late and I've taken away too much material. But otherwise, it's done. I carved out like a little channel in here for this barrel band to go into, and I've seen some where it's literally like on the end there, that's it. There's no pins in these barrels, or like to go through the stock to connect the barrel to the stock. You'll see like the pin holes, but those aren't for pins. Those are a little bit bigger, and they're usually lined with like a bone little rectangle with a slot in the middle. It looks like a wedge pin, right? Well, it's not. It's so you can slide your leather sling through, and then you knot it and pull it back, and then push it through, knot it, and pull it tight. And you have a small leather sling that you carry this on with a hole drilled through there, and usually there or even back there. But yeah, which I thought was unique. I've looked a lot into this style of gun and the people who used them. Yeah, it's been an awesome experience and learned a lot. But again, I've seen as many as one barrel band all the way up to like 31 barrel bands on these things. And I can probably make more with like some brass rectangular stock and wrap it around like that. But hammering it in place and then I have to solder it on the bottom, that would be a big weak point. Or I'd have to find a cast one that had been cast all in like basically a barrel band itself. and that's difficult. So I have that steel one, and it works great. Again, the only reason it would come off is because of this whole fucking thing chipped off, and that's really not gonna happen. I've seen surviving examples, again, where it's all the way at the end. This barrel, like, barely goes past like that much, and they're literally at the end here. So I figured I'd make it a little bit farther back. I tried to make it come back further, but this stock just comes out a little bit, like, that way. And I don't want to sand it down so much that it's so thin that you can go, like, and break it, because that's, yeah, it's kind of worrisome. I don't want that. But yeah, that's the update. Um, I'll do a little bit more work on it, and it should be done pretty soon here. I mean, this is pretty close. I can almost stain the stock itself. It's pretty close. I'm very happy with it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching this progress, and hopefully we'll be at the end here soon. And we'll shoot it. I mean, I've already shot this just as a proof of concept that it works, but like, it was in the white, and it was like more blocky than this. But yeah, when it's done, we'll shoot it, and I'll get my outfit together, and I got some pistols and some knives to go with this gun. It'll be fun. Again, thanks for watching. Yeah, happy trails.